Hello everyone, I am Dr. Dhruva Mondol and my channel name is Topics in Chemistry. Please subscribe my channel. I will discuss different topics of chemistry in this channel, so please subscribe my channel to get latest notification. Today we are going to discuss on important topic of electrochemistry, and that is Hittorf rule. So this is our part 8 lecture of electrochemistry. So first we have to know what is the Hittorf rule. The loss in amount of an electrolyte around any electrode is proportional to the speed of ion moving away from it. So this is known as Hittorf rule. Okay, alternatively, you can say the loss of concentration of the electrolyte in the cathode chamber is proportional to the mobility of the anion, and the loss of concentration of the electrolyte in the anode chamber is proportional to the mobility of the cation. This is the Hittorf rule. So here you can see the anion. You know that the anion moves towards anode. That's why the concentration around cathode chamber decreases. Similarly, if you consider cation moves towards cathode. That's why the concentration of the cation in the anode chamber decreases. So the rule states that the loss of concentration electrolyte in the cathode chamber is proportional to the mobility of the anion, and the loss of concentration of the electrolyte in the anode chamber is proportional to the mobility of the cation. So now we have to explain what is the Hittorf rule. Okay, so we will study three cases: case 1, case 2 and case 3. So first consider case 1. So here you can see two metal electrodes. One is cathode, another one is anode. You know the cathode means it is the negatively charged electrode, anode positively charged electrode. Now you can see this is our vessel, and the vessel is divided into three compartments. What are those compartments? One is here cathodic compartment, middle compartment and anodic compartment. So three compartments are present in this vessel. Now you have to one electrolyte. So here one electrolyte is added in the vessel or in the device. Now you can see, suppose NaCl is added. So you know the NaCl means it contains one cation and one contains one anion. So cation means the positively charged and anion means negatively charged. Now you can see each compartment contains 6 cations and 6 anions. So here you can see cathodic compartment, it contains 6 cation, 6 anion. Middle compartment, it contains 6 cation, 6 anion. Anodic compartment, it also contains 6 cations and 6 anions. Now what I have to do? Now consider mobility of the cation is greater than anion, and it is almost twice. See here you can see 1U is equal to 2V. So U is equal to mobility of the cation and V is equal to mobility of the anion. So higher the mobility, higher the speed. Okay, so it is twice speed of the anion. So now consider this is the two cations. As you can see the cation moves faster. So here you can see two cation moves from this part to this direction. Okay, so here you know that cation moves towards cathode. That's why this two cation moves towards the cathode electrode. Okay, so here you can see two cations moves towards this direction. Now consider here one anion, and this anion moves towards this direction because this is the anode. Anion moves towards anode. So here you can see as the anion moves slower, so only one anion moves towards this direction. That's why two. So here you can see 1U is equal to 2V. Okay, cation moves faster. Now this is our initial state. Now we have to consider what is our final state. That will be our case 1. Okay, so in the final state you can see as these two cation moves from this side to this side, so you can see total number of cations are here 6 plus 2, 8. And this anion moves from here to here. That's why total anions present in this anodic in the cathodic compartment are 5. Here you can see total number of cations are 4, and here you can see total number of anions are 6 plus 1, 7. Now you have to find what are the extra cations and what are the extra anions. So here you can see 5, 6 plus 2, 6 cations and 5 anions. So extra cations in the cathode compartment are 3. Similarly, if you consider here in the anodic compartment, extra anions in the anodic compartment is equal to 3. So what you can say, the number of the extra cation is equal to number of extra anion, and this number does not depend on the speed of the ions. Okay, they are equal. So extra cations and extra anions are equal, and these extra cations and anions will be discharged in the respective electrode. Okay, so the extra cations goes towards this cathode, extra anion goes towards this anode, and they will be discharged. Thus, if 3 Faraday electricity is passed, then 2 Faraday electricity will be carried by the cations as cations move faster. That's why 2 Faraday electricity will be carried by the cations, and 1 Faraday electricity will be carried by the anions. Okay, so what I can say, fraction of current carried by cations is equal to 2 by 3, and fraction of current by anions is equal to 1 by 3. And you know that this fraction of current is called, fraction of current by ions is called the transport number. Okay, so from this case 1 study, you can see the number of cations, extra number of cations and extra number of anions are equal, and they does not depend on the speed of the ions. Now consider case 2. So again, this is our initial state. Here you can see this is the cathode, this is the anode, this is a 3 compartment, cathodic compartment, middle compartment, anodic compartment. This is our initial state. Now consider in this case, mobility of the anion is greater than the cation. In the first case, we have considered mobility of the cation is greater than anion. Now we have to consider mobility of the anion is greater than cation. So here you can write 1V is equal to 3 of U. Okay, so 3 times greater than the mobility of the cation. So now consider only one cation that moves from this side to the cathode. Okay, so only one cation moves to this side because cation moves slower. And now as the anion moves faster, almost 3 times than the speed of the cation, so here you can see 3 anion moves from this direction to this direction. Now we have to consider what is the final state. This is the case 2, final state here. In the final state, you can see this is the total number of cation. As this cation moves from this side to this side, total number of cations are 6 plus 1, 7. And these 3 anions moves from this side to this side. That's why the anion concentration here decreases. Here the total anions are 3. And here you can see this cation moved from this side to this side. That's why cation concentration decreases. And here the cation number of cations are 5 now. And here you can see this anion comes here, so the anion concentration increases and total anions are 6 plus 3, 9. So now we have to find what is the total number of cations, what is the total number of anions. So here you can see extra cations here. You have to find what is the extra cations and anions. So extra cations here in the cathode compartment is equal to, here you can 7 minus 3. So 4 is the extra cation. Extra anion in the anodic compartment, here 9 minus 5, so also is equal to 4. So again you can see these extra cations and anions are equal, and this extra cation anions again will be discharged in the respective electrode. So again what you can conclude, that the extra cations and anions are equal. That means they does not depend on the speed of the ions. Okay, here you can see the speed are different. Cations, here the anions move faster than the cation and almost 3 times greater. But finally you can see the extra cations in the extra anions in the anodic compartment and extra cations in the cathodic compartment, both are equal. So they does not depend on the speed of the ions. Now if 4 Faraday electricity is passed, then 1 Faraday electricity will be carried by the cation and 3 Faraday electricity will be carried by the anion. So here as you can see the anion moves faster, so that carries more Faraday electricity. So fraction of current carried by cation is equal to 1 by 4. Fraction of current carried by anions is equal to 3 by 4. Okay. So this is the case 2. Now consider case 3. So again, this is the initial state or initial state. In initial state, again, this is the cathode, this is the anode, this is a 3 compartment. Each compartment contains 6 cation and anions. Now consider mobility of the cation is greater than anion, and you can see 1u is equal to 4v, so almost 4 times greater than the speed of anion. So now consider 4 cations. As cations moves faster, so here you can see 4 cations moves from this side to the cathode. Okay, so they move towards the cathode compartment. Now consider as anions move slower, so here only one anion, suppose one anion that moves from this direction to the anodic compartment. So this is our initial state. Now you have to consider what is the final state. In the final state, you consider our case 3. So in the case 3, final state, what you can see, this 4 cation goes from this side to this direction. That's why total number of cations are 6 plus 4, 10. Anions, one anion goes from this here to the anodic compartment, so the anion concentration decreases in the cathodic compartment, so total number of anions are 5. Here you can see cation goes to this direction, anion moves from here to here, so here the anion concentration increases. Anion concentration increases means you can see total extra number of anions are here 7 minus 2, so extra anions in the anodic compartments are 5. If you consider in the cathodic compartment, what is the extra cations? It is 10 minus 5 is also 5. So extra cations in the cathode compartment is equal to 5. Extra anions in the anode compartment are also is equal to 5. So both are again equal. So again you can see that extra cations and anions does not depend on the speed or mobility of the ions. Again, these extra cations and anions are equal, and these extra cations and anions will be discharged in the respective electrodes. Okay. So now if 5 farad electricity is passed, then 4 farad electricity will be carried by the cations and 1 farad electricity will be carried by the anions. So fraction of current carried by cation is equal to 4 by 5, fraction of current carried by anion is equal to 1 by 5. So from these three cases, what you can conclude, you can say that the decrease, or you can see that extra cations or anions in the cathodic compartment and anodic compartments both are equal, and they does not depend on the speed of the they do not depend on the speed of the cations or anions. That's why the final rule is here: the loss in amount of electrolyte around any electrode is proportional to the speed of the ions moving away from it. Okay, moving away from it. So from that three cases, you can conclude that the loss of cation concentration in the anodic compartment is proportional to the speed of the cations. Similarly, you can say the loss of anion concentration in the cathodic compartment is proportional to the speed of the anions. That is written here. Loss of concentration around cathode. Loss of concentration around cathode is proportional to V. V means mobility of the anion. Loss of concentration around cathode. Loss of concentration around cathode proportional to the speed of the anion. Okay, and you can write the loss of concentration around anode. Loss of concentration around anode is proportional to U. U means the speed of the cation. So you can write loss of concentration around cathode divided by loss of concentration around anode is equal to mobility of the anion divided by mobility of the cation. Okay. So you can write by adding on in the both side. You can say the 1 plus loss of concentration around cathode. The loss of concentration around anode is equal to 1 plus mobility of the anion, mobility of the cation. So loss of concentration around anode plus loss of concentration around cathode divided by loss of concentration around anode is equal to mobility of the cation plus mobility of the anion divided by mobility of the cation. So this is the total loss. So in inversely you can write loss of concentration around anode divided by loss of concentration around anode plus loss of concentration around cathode is equal to mobility of the cation here divided by mobility of the cation plus mobility of the anion. So that is equal to U by U plus V, and you know that this factor is called transport number T plus. So loss of concentration around anode divided by total loss is equal to T plus. So loss of concentration around anode means loss of cation concentration. Okay, you can see here in the anode cation concentration decreases. In the anode cation concentration decreases. So loss of cation concentration, their total current is equal to T plus. So that is the transport number. And this is the definition of transformer is that the charge carried by any ion. Okay, so that is called transport number. So from the Kirchhoff rule, you can evaluate what is the transport number of any ion. Okay, thank you. Finally, my request to my students, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.